Welcome to Fashion Savages with Jay Simon. It is the biggest night in fashion. 2026 Oscars, darling. We're going to get our Coca-Cola. We need a lot of caffeine for all these fashions that we're going to break down tonight. So tonight we have so much to talk about because not only do we have the Oscars red carpet, we also have one of the most fabulous parties of the year, Vanity Fair. I will be bringing on my glam team so we can break down Vanity Fair's red carpet. But before we get to Vanity Fair, let's get to the Oscars, the main event. Let's get to the fashions, darling. We're back. Fashion Savages with Jay Simon. Grab your glass, darling. It is award season and it's time to get into the looks. So before we get into the red carpet tonight and all the newest fashions off the runways, we cannot get into all these glamorous gowns without talking about the celebrities that paved the way for Oscars glam. So this is our first edition of SAS Savage Archival Spotlight, darling. Let's get into it. We can never ever forget Julia Roberts when she stunned in a Valentino at the Oscars in 2001. To this day, that gown is iconic. It is the most beautiful black and white number we have ever seen. May Valentino rest in peace. That was a star-studded night for Julia and she went home with the award. So next we have the most iconic red carpet moment of all times when the beautiful and stunning Halle Berry stepped on the Oscars red carpet in 2002 in a couture Elisab. The gown was so immaculate, it was so fashion forward that she wore it 20 years later on her anniversary in 2022, honey, and she slayed just as good as she did the first time. Of course, Halle is a Leo queen. And last but not least, one of our favorite archival moments from the Oscars is 1997 when Nicole Kidman came and ate us alive in a custom Dior, darling. Nicole Kidman broke records. It was the first time that we had ever seen such a vibrant and beautiful color on the runway. This gown stole the show and it is a classic still to this day. So I have to be honest, Savages, I am on a fashion high tonight. I mean, tonight played out so well. There was not many lows, so let's get it started, darling. First, I want to start with Audrey Nuna in a custom couture Tom Brown. Oh my God, can we talk about how stunning this gown is? For you to be fully clothed from head to top and to be this elegant and this beautiful and this glamorous, Tom Brown knocked it out the ballpark. The gold and the black shimmer, the taffeta blowout skirt, the pullback hair, it just was a stunner moment. So next we have Chase Infinity and Louis Vuitton. Now, we have to get into this look because Chase has been one of my favorite it girls thus far during this award season, but I feel like tonight it has fallen flat. The dress is beautifully made. The color is stunning. The pastels are taking over for spring. It was very fresh, but the hair just did nothing for the look to me. I feel like the hair was too dark. If she was going to do braids, I would have loved maybe some color in the braids, some blonde streaks, something. It just kind of washed it out. It just went from summer to gothic. I didn't like it. So next we have one of my favorites, Ryan Destiny, on the red carpet, and she absolutely stunned in an Armé Paris look. Now, I love the softness of like the tuxedo with the blowout skirt. She just had a good man's button up with the couture skirt over top of it. The color chocolate of her hair was absolutely stunning. The makeup was beautiful. The jewels was on point. I mean, it was a chef's kiss. So next we have Regina Hall in a Yari Shoemaker couture. Oh, let me drink. It has potential, but it wasn't fully executed properly. I hated the bob. The makeup is just a little too heavy. And I feel like the symmetric cut on the dress, the shoulder line was just too strong. I don't know, she like she's gonna tilt over. I don't know, maybe it wasn't precise enough. I think it was a little off. Symmetric wise, it just wasn't one of my favorites. So next we have Marsai Martin in a Christian Siriano. Darling, she is no longer the little twin From Blackish, she is a grown woman, darling. This chocolate number stunned the red carpet. It was absolutely beautiful. I love the corsetting in it. The boob line was cut to perfection. And the necklace piece to bring out the dress was, oh my gosh, it was genius. The style team did their big one. I love the haircut. It was an absolute stunner head to toe. So next we have Rose Byrne in Dior. Now let's talk about this stunning dress. So we talked about the archival moment in the beginning when Nicole Kidman showed up in '97 in Dior. That was the John Galliano moment at Dior, and it was one of Dior's most iconic times. And this dress is so reminiscent of that time. I love the detailing in it. It's very old couture, John Galliano. I love how it dropped at the bottom. The shape of the corset at the top was absolutely stunning, and the makeup was top tier, 10s across the board. So I'm getting so excited that I have to hydrate to continue with all these fabulous looks. But let's get into Miss Kylie Jenner. Now here at Fashion Savages, you know the Jenners and the Kardashians slay at all times. But Kylie may not be collecting an award, but she always comes looking like an award. She's stunned in this beautiful red Schiaparelli number at the Oscars, and the key in the middle of the chest, the crystallized red gown, it fit her body to perfection. And I love the simplicity of the look. Even though the look, she didn't do much jewelry, she didn't do, anything really dramatic. The hair was very soft. She let the color and the cut of the dress speak, and I loved every moment. Okay, so this actress showed up on the red carpet last night for the movie Sinners, and she was in a Loewe, darling. Jayme Lawson in this custom Loewe indigo blue gown was something magical. I thought she looked really beautiful. I thought she looked very natural. She looked really fresh. I love that she just let the dress speak. The dress was so unique. It was just like a beautiful dark chandelier. It was really, really gorgeous. I liked how they emphasized the waistline and the hips. I thought it was very beautiful. Her makeup was very fresh and clean. Her hair pulled back. It was a 10 for me. Next, we had a pregnant Wunmi Mosaku, the actress from Sinners, stunned last night in a Louis Vuitton. It was a green, sparkly, just very rich. I thought that she looked really nice as a pregnant woman. It wasn't my favorite dress of the night, but I thought that the glam was on point for one of her first Oscars. It didn't make me mad and it didn't make me glad. It was a pretty moment. So next we have one of our favorite Hollywood mother and daughter duos of all times. Now let me just tell you, right now there's a surge in fashion. We have new designers in all the houses. Fashion is being rebirthed. And for some reason, I am so having a 90s moment. What Goldie Hawn and Kate Hudson brought to the red carpet last night was absolutely stunning. Can we talk about Goldie Hawn at her age, still slaying the girls, swing, bang, blonde and all? And can we please get into this beautiful Armani Privé that Kate Hudson had on last night? The fabrication was out of this world. The mint color was absolutely stunning on her skin. The cut of the dress was lasered. It just was flawless. Kate Hudson has been doing these red carpets forever, and you can tell she is fashion royalty, darling. So next we have Misty Copeland and David Coma. I'm gonna sip my Coca-Cola on this one. So the girls are saying that it was $2 million spent on the diamonds, but the diamonds didn't match the look because I hated it. On to the next. So we're gonna go ahead and give our cards a rest for this segment of the show because this is the moment we have all come for, darling. And I am so elated, I'm so excited. I am in fashion heaven. My best dress list. So let's talk about the 2026 Oscars last night. The girls that got it right got it so right. The fashions were elite. They were wealth. They were beautiful. They were glamorous. It was the surge in fashion that I've been telling you all about. And let's get started, darling. Elle Fanning in this immaculate Givenchy took my breath away. It is a bridal dream. This white, beautiful gown was so risky for her to try to pull off, and she stunned. The pullback blonde hair, the beautiful diamonds, the diamond encrusted, sheared blowout skirt just took my breath away. The movement of this dress on the red carpet was absolutely amazing. And can we talk about my beyond excited moment? This is coming in another episode when I bring you all of the runways from the latest fashion shows and the runways from Paris Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, and London. But can we get into the new designer, Matthew, as Chanel? Chanel is back, baby, and is back with a vengeance. Nicole Kidman last night in a Chanel couture was out of this world. Can we talk about how immaculate the hair was? The hair was giving roll around with a hot, sexy man, darling, and take me to the awards in my custom Chanel. Nicole Kidman knocked this look out the ballpark. She was absolutely one of my favorite best dressed last night. Stunning Hollywood royalty. And let's talk about this next icon. From the moment she stepped off the set of the first Devil Wears Prada, she has not let up. And last night, Anne Hathaway in this stunning Valentino. So you all know Valentino is my B-Day twin. May he rest in peace. He just left us, and he left his house behind in the most beautiful hands, because this gown that was crafted for Anne Hathaway last night was out of this world. She looked like $1 trillion. Everything about it, the embroidery in that beautiful, rich, black velvety fabric, and the beautiful gloves, and the glam was top tier. I could not get over the hair and the makeup. The hair and the makeup was breathtaking. I mean, I literally will have dreams about this whole entire moment for years to come. This is a classic, one of the best Oscar fashion moments of all time. So our next Hollywood queen that just has not been letting up on red carpets like the past 2 years. I have been loving every single thing she has been wearing, and the saga continues. It's Miss Demi Moore, darling. Demi Moore in this green iridescent Gucci with these ostrich feathers was what couture fashion dreams are made of. She looked like a beautiful vase. She looked like something dreamy coming out of the water. I mean, it almost wasn't even human. The scaly waistline and corset and all the ostrich feathers being hand-painted from green into black. It just was absolutely a work of art. It was stunning, it was beautiful, and her hair was top tier. That deep, dark hair just effortlessly thrown back. It was 10s across the board, darling. So let's talk about how I was in glam, watching the red carpet, waiting to see my worst, my best, and all the things that will excite me. And I literally had the wind completely knocked out of me. I had to stop glam. I just cannot wrap my head around someone being this amazing at fashion. This stunning on every red carpet she steps on. She is officially a fashion savage. She is a fashion slayer. She eats a carpet for breakfast, lunch, dinner. She is like the monster. She is the monster of red carpets, darling. Miss Teyana Taylor. Miss Teyana Taylor showing up at the Oscars at my favorite house, Chanel, and a brand new Matthew Chanel was out of this world. It was a moment in time. It was a masterpiece, okay, do you hear me? A work of art, Picasso, the greatest piece of art you have ever seen. The detailing of this dress needs to be digested. Let's get into it. So the dress is made out of a beautiful sheer crystal, and the black crystal and the white crystal and the silver crystal is doing some type of marriage and some type of painting over top of her body. And then it turns into all of this beautiful hand fringing. We don't even know if it's feathers, is it fringes? I mean, the dress is out of this world. I feel that Teyana Taylor has taken it back to the 90s. She is giving me very much newer day Toni Braxton, because we will give Toni her 10s here at Fashion Savages, darling. She taught the girls how to do a red carpet. And Teyana Taylor has just took it to a whole nother couture level. This Chanel moment will live on forever. ever. I just feel like her run, she has been on a marathon this season. She's been on a marathon. When she finished out this award season, she needs an award for just the most great, iconic, bodycon, structured, fashion-forward moments that we have seen consistently on any red carpet in any generation. Kudos to Teyana Taylor. She is the fashion savage of them all. And last on my best dress list, darling, drum roll with your stilettos for Miss Danielle Brooks in this stunning George Chakra gown. When I say she ate down, it was giving me very Sasha Fierce in a champagne. I loved every single moment. Her chocolate, beautiful skin was glistening. That hair was just iconic. It was so 90s fine. And the color of the dress was so beautiful against her skin. That cutout just showed her confidence is there. She is here to slay, darling, and she ate the girls up last night. So you know I can't give you all the beautiful gowns and all the couture runway moments without talking about the dapper, handsome, amazing men of the night. And starting off my list is the winner of the 2026 Oscars, Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan he wears it so well. It was tailored to his physique and his body. I love the chain, the edgy chain that was coming off the jacket to the pant. And I love this military cut blazer. It was so unique. It was so different. It was best dress for me. So can we talk about the Sinners actors last night knew the assignment, darling, and they showed up. Every last one of them just really showed up and showed out. And next we have Damson Idris in a custom Prada. When I tell you, this just stole the show for me. This was one of the greatest men's fashion moments I've seen in a very long time. It was innovative, it was sharp, it was clean. The level of that deep navy blue and that satin silk long jacket with the fur, black and gray lining on it was top tier. It almost gave me a Fendi moment. I was shocked to see that come out of Prada, but I'm absolutely in love with it. Now, we could have did something better with the button-up shirt under it, but we're gonna let that slide because this look is just too good. So, of course, we all know here at Fashion Savages, there's nothing like dark chocolate. And Shaboozey on the red carpet last night was a tall glass of chocolate milk. Let's talk about this dapper, beautiful suit that he wore to the Oscars last night. It was a redemption from that terrible look at the Grammys that y'all know I hated. But this one, he came correct. The tailoring was top tier. I love the cummerbund with the tuxedo jacket. I love the wide leg pants that really emphasized his length. I love the black and white loafer. I mean, it was really classic. It was unique. It was different. It was a comfortable but still very chic, elegant look. I thought it was a very fresh and innovative take on a modern, futuristic tuxedo. It was definitely one of my best dress of the night. He looked amazing. So for the first time ever at Fashion Savages, I don't even know what category to put this in, but it's my last fashions of the night, but it is not the least. Jessie Buckley and Valentino. Now, can we just talk about how she's in brand new Valentino? This dress is groundbreaking. I wanted to put it on my best dress list, but I just could not because the styling fell so short. I would have loved this beautiful ruched gown with a nice glove. I thought it needed more drama. It needed a glove. Her hair needed more. It's like the bow cut is a no. The bare skin, I mean, it's just too plain. This was not a minimal moment. I wanted old Hollywood glamour with this iconic, innovative gown. This Valentino red ruching with this beautiful pale pink at the bottom was a color combination that just changed the fashion game. It's going to literally take over the spring, the summer. I see more combinations and color blockings like this happen, and I loved every moment of it. So the style team just didn't get it right, but the dress is iconic chef's kiss. So it has been such a high fashion energy here tonight at Fashion Savages. I have enjoyed breaking down, digesting all of these immaculate gowns that hit this red carpet. The men, the women, the fashions were top tier this year. This was a really good year. This was a year to remember. And I will be back very, very soon to break down the runways because, baby, fashion is on a surge, darling. And remember, if Jay Simon didn't give it to you, it's not in style, darling.